Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's well. Today is another vlog, and I am Litzwe Mbotho. And yeah, man, the boy's looking baby face like Bieber, got a nice cleanse, got the trim, so I'm looking 100. Yeah, all set up and whatnot. So yeah, today's vlog is basically on what would love do. Love. I really wanted to talk about love in its entirety and its expanded, complete, superlative form. Yeah, I really wanted to expand upon that and the dimensions of love. So I think first and foremost, I just like to start off with my personal experiences, with love, surrounding love. And my tagline, which is in my bio, and my mantra is truth, love, joy. And below that is what would love do. So being truthful to yourself and others, loving what is given to you, and finding joy in everything you do. And that's basically my philosophy. And then of course, ending it off with what would love do. In any situation, if I'm faced with a challenge, if I'm faced with anything that I need to overcome, that I need to rise above, that I need to solve, I always ask the question, what would love do? And without fail, the answer always arises. With practice, with consistent ritual practice. All right? So expanding upon, love, I think for me, it's been a journey, right? And self-love, love for self has been a journey. It really has been a long, strenuous, tiring, liberating journey for me. And I've finally come to a point and a place in my life where I am able to put my well-being first, to put myself first, my mind, body, and spirit alignment above all else, right? And so, yeah, man, and love, I'm going to touch on a bit of my rituals. For me, what would love do and what is love? And investing in self through love, through rituals, through personal development, through growth. I have rituals. I sleep around about 9, I wake up at 3 in the morning, I meditate, I gym, I say my affirmations. Those are my love rituals that I repetitively do every single day to ground and to connect my mind, body, and spirit, right? So that the deception that all of that is separate is completely evaporated, completely, whatever. And that's just a bit of my rituals that I do, twice a day, I gym. So those are the kind of things that ground me in love and love for myself. So I want to go and expand on and love, right? And dive into self-love, because I think this is a topic that one needs to dive into a lot. And I think especially for males, like for men, the ideas of self-love, the construed conception that has been propagated by toxic masculinity, the ideas of what it means to be a man or male, doesn't allow for that particular vantage of the human species to completely embrace its entire self, right? So for my journey in self-love, I mean, I always ask myself in the morning, what would love do? You know, talk to myself in terms of my mantras. And every single time, right, the process of self-love, you know, every time I exercise, or, you know, when I'm done exercising and when I'm done gymming, I look at myself in the mirror, butt ass naked. I look at my complete godly form, the vantage of God that was given to me. And I tell myself, I absolutely love every single dimension, every single curve and scratch or scar or shape or angle, that form, and nurture that love for self, right? I kid you not, every single day. Furthermore, through the process of self-love, you know, when I come out of the shower and I do my rituals, you know, the exfoliation, you know, the cream and all of these things, you know, putting proper skin type cream on my skin to nourish myself and love myself, right? It's all love and self-love and putting oneself first, right? That's the dimensions of self-love, right? Expanding upon just the ritual side of love itself, of self-love, and going into doing stuff with yourself and for yourself in the name of self-love, in the name of love. I mean, I take myself out. I go out to have lunch with myself, whether it be, you know, food and wine type vibes, you know. I go out, you know, just go for walks. I go and walk my dog, you know, frequently, the weekends, you know, Saturday and Sunday, and just take in nature. I go to nature. I'm a nature boy. Right? I love nature. I flourish in nature. My creativity is completely amplified in nature, right? And these are the things of self-love. You know, just being comfortable with being alone, being comfortable with being with yourself, with your thoughts, right? So yeah, man, those are some of the things that, you know, just one does, and I think it's necessary. I am a person who can do well with interacting with persons interpersonally, introspectively, interpersonally, and as well by myself. And being alone, I can flourish in both environments, right? Just being alone and being with people. And that balance is a wonderful balance. Furthermore, expanding on self-love and always telling myself that I love myself. I completely, absolutely love myself. I do things of which nourish myself, my body, my mind, body, and spirit. Hence, I'm validating myself, right? So externally, there's nothing externally that I need validation from, because at the end of the day, every single human being is in seek of love, period. That's all we want, right? Right? Love, purpose, value, period. Those are the human needs. And so validating myself, telling myself that I love myself, continuously scripting, you know, using that conscious, the groundwork and the opening of the conscious mind to get into my subconscious to completely transform that of which is the complete makeup of my entire being. Right? And that's what is going to amplify. And the more that I love myself is the more that I'm going to attract love, the more that I'm going to attract abundance, the more that I'm going to attract all of those things into my life, right? And furthermore, naturally, us as humanities, we can distinguish between persons that love themselves and persons that have a lack of love, right? And instantly, love gravitates to love, and a lack of love completely repels away from love. So the more that I love myself, the more that whatever is around me that is a lack of love will completely be repelled. And the more persons that love themselves will be attracted to me because I love myself. Right? Are we getting it? 100%. So yeah, man. And I think that process of continuously telling yourself, or just genuinely just speaking to yourself in that way is much, right? And for me, I move forward in love. That's my governing body. That is basically what guides me, my compass. So anything that is done, my intent is always genuine. I always have intent. My intent is always genuine because I'm moving from a place of love, right? With love, giving love, unconditionally, without wanting or expecting anything to be reciprocated, right? So some of the things that I do, like I always check up on persons that are close to me, or just people in general, check up, how are you guys doing? You know, monthly I have like a thing where I check up on my friends and other persons. They say, how are you guys doing? Are you guys good? You know, just checking up, engaging in conversations, seeing how they are, or just genuine strangers. If I see like a stranger looking good, I see, you know, whether it be a gent dressed nicely or a lady dressed nicely, and I just go up and say, listen, my guy, this is a nice outfit, you're looking good, that's it. And or to the lady, you look wonderful, you look beautiful, and go away just for the sake of just spreading love without any intention. That is my nature, and that is who I am. Right? And that is who I am cultivating. That is who I am striving to be. That is who I am, right? God is love. Love is God. Love like Jesus. I am God. I am love. You heard? Okay. So yeah, man. So that's just me ranting a bit about love and, you know, what would love do? And, you know, that kind of thing. Furthermore, I wanted to expand upon, I had an interesting conversation with a friend of mine, and it was a growth conversation. It was really a growth conversation because we were deep in conversation, and I said something that offended her. And what I felt, after she told me that, listen, my guy, what you said offended me, and I was really hurt by what you said, right? And she expressed her feelings of how she felt about the way in which what I said affected her, right? Because we rarely express ourselves and say, listen, dude, like what you said hurt me, man. Or listen, I really don't appreciate what has been said, or that kind of thing, and expressing your feelings. Instead, we have overcompensation, other unhealthy ways of dealing with rejection or that kind of thing, or our emotions, right? Or we'll cut ourselves from people or or that kind of thing, instead of processing it properly and understanding, listen, I was offended, you know, for myself, and just expressing that feeling in that way. And I had never gotten to that stage where a person, or for myself, would express the way that I feel. And it was such an enlightening experience. And after that conversation that was had, she understood that it was from a point of genuine love. My intention was genuine. There was no malice. It was not malicious. I was genuinely coming from a point of where I care, from which I care, right? And that was just genuinely what it was for me. And from that, we were able to understand each other. And I was like, I apologize for that. That wasn't my intent, right? I already was saying it from a place of love. And then after I said that, she explained to me why it offended her. She felt like I wasn't listening to what she was saying. And I was trying to psychoanalyze her response and her reaction to the particular topic of conversation. And after that, I explained to her what I said and why I said that, right? And from the vantage of which I was coming from. And then she understood me and I understood her, and I was able to understand what she was saying on that level. and I was able to meet her there, and she was also able to meet me from my perspective. So that was a wonderful growth process in the name of love. So yeah, man, that's basically my daily dose of information and just my journey in the space of love. I think furthermore, the universe has also corrected me. I've come out of a very, what should I say, a turbulent couple of months. And regardless of the lockdown and COVID-19, you know, having been diagnosed with psychosis and schizophrenia, having, you know, being in and out of hospital and that kind of thing. And the universe corrected me and told me, listen, what you need to be focusing on is focusing on yourself, loving yourself, focusing on your business, focusing on developing yourself and putting yourself first, instead of also trying to look externally outside for love, you know, in that way. And that was just kind of the process of me, because I have to learn to love myself. I have to learn and figure out who I am before I'm able to love someone else. Although, you know, Lupita Nyong'o, Justina Sky, Yara Shahidi, I'm here, okay? I'm here. Side note, okay. But yeah, man, I think that was just something for myself, and something that I realized, and that's something that I'm grateful for that correction. And now I understand where my focus lies and what I need to do. And I generally think anybody, we need to have a process and a period where we incubate ourselves, right? Where we nurture ourselves, where we develop ourselves, where we work on ourselves, where we close in our environment and only put the correct and access the correct environmental stimulus to mold the being that we want to be. So just generally having a period in your life, whether it be 5 years, 10 years, where you focus on yourself, where you love yourself, where it's not about anybody else. It's about your journey and about your growth. And I think at this point, I've literally sunk into that. And I'm like, I'm here. Now I understand this is my alignment. This is where I'm going. This is what I need to do for myself, right? And I need to stick to this growth path, right? And not be deterred right now at this moment, and allow myself to experience the amplification and the truth of endless, infinite, and continuous unconditional love for self, for others. And when you understand that all is love and that God is love and then love is all, we become more compassionate. We understand that there is no separation between all of us, and we become more tolerable. And yeah, man, that is just pretty much what I have to say today. I hope you guys enjoy this video. You know, I really want you guys to please engage with me. Like, even those of you guys who know me or don't know me or mildly know me, please send a voice note to me on Instagram, on WhatsApp, and message me on Facebook, and let's talk about love. Let's talk about this process. You know, males, females, you know, regardless, you know, just generally, please guys, just engage with me. I really want to expand upon this dimension of love and learn from others, and also teach at the same time, you know, and that's just generally how it is, because it's an endless process of learning. So yeah, that's just basically me.